From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the New England Patriots and the Mexico City Diablos. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Tannehill to the air right off the bat. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He gets it to Burks again. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Pats, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient at picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing they started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 17 yards there on third down as they pick up a 1st and 10. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In motion is Austin Hooper. Here's Tannehill. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots 10-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Tannehill. Flushed out right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. He's at the 50. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. It's complete, Burks. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, it's Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Pats are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Mariota. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mariota. That's caught by Myers. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
7-yard line. 1st and goal, New England.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it.
And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sandbag at the 16-yard line. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this 1st half. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From the 31, Mariota. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill. On 2nd down, this is Harris.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And past the 30 down to about the 27.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Now, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. Happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
That pass taken in by Burks. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He gets this one to Burks. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Tannehill, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing is Mariota. Pressure comes and down he goes. This sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. A front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his man, Thornton.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota now. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is right down the middle.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept away and boom, over the crossbar.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Henry up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 77 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, or maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Tannehill throwing again. And that will be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Right.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Tannehill on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Diablos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not.
The ball comes out, and this will be scooped up by the defense.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard this.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. First down, Mariota. Open man right side, Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And caught by Henry. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Harris running straight ahead, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here's Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll stop it with 4 seconds showing on the clock. One last throw here for Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that